Hello everyone, welcome back. In the previous video, we were discussing about the mutable and immutable property of tuples. By default, tuples are immutable, but sometimes we can change the values inside the tuples if there is any mutable object available inside the tuple. Um, Before that, I was discussing about how to create a tuple, and I have said we can create a tuple like this, tuple like 2 equal to, we had to give like this. Is it actually true? Is the parenthesis actually create this tuple? That's what we're going to see. What make a tuple? That is what we're going to see. Um, Today's or this video, what is our agenda? Sorry, what actually makes a tuple? Actually makes a tuple. What are the ways we can create a tuple? Suppose if you declare some variable like one, it is considered as integer. A equal to 1. This is also an integer. Suppose a equal to 1 comma, then this is considered as tuple. It's considered as tuple. In this case, even though if we pass inside the parenthesis, it is not considering it as tuple. It is still an integer. Whereas here we are not declaring the parenthesis, even though if you are not giving the parenthesis, here you have just given 1 comma. This is considered as tuple. So what actually makes a tuple? Um, Not the parenthesis, but what actually makes the parenthesis, just a comma what we give between the variables that make the tuples. It is having some real use cases, even though it is a small topic. In real life, it has a lot of use cases when we do declare them in terms of retrieving some data and all in the field of AI and all. Let's go ahead and see one by one. It's a small topic. I'll wind up soon. I want to show you in practical how it will work. Let's go ahead and open the cursor. This is where we were discussing previously. Let's go ahead and execute few commands, then it will be more clear. Suppose our topic is okay. We can call it as a single element question. What does it mean? X comma. This is what we are going to discuss today. Suppose if you are declaring a variable x equal to 2, type of x is integer. Type of x is integer. If you give comma and give the type of x, it is tuple. It is tuples. So what make the tuple? Even though if you are not declaring a parenthesis here, it is considering as a tuple. So if you are declaring a variable with a comma after that variable declaration, then it is by default it is considering as a tuple. Suppose y equal to 5 and y execute y and type of y, it is still considered as integer. That's why even though we declare inside the parenthesis, it's not going to consider as a tuple. Instead, if you want to consider this as a tuple, either with or without parenthesis, we have to pass a comma after the first declaration, then only it will be considered as a tuple. That is what I want to discuss. Let's go ahead and see some real life example. Name equal to John. I have a name variable. Suppose this has to be a list of name. As of now, there is only one variable. I'm going to type just for user in, let's declare it as a users, okay? Users print what will be the answer we are expecting? We have to get the answer as John, right? Let's see what is the answer we are getting. We are getting JOHN in different lines. That is how it will go to each of it is considered as a string. It will iterate to the string and it will print. What we are expecting? Users we have given the users list will be there. As of now, there is only one name is there, and we are iterating through these users, and whenever we iterate, we have got each character has been printed. This is where the actual use case comes in. If you want to get the actual users, suppose we want to get the details of the users name by name, then what we need to do is instead of giving like just give one comma and see the output. See, we have got the output as John. Instead of characters, we have got this output as a single name. This is where this real use cases comes in. Suppose if you see in case of any agentic AI and all, we used to pass the models. We used to pass the models equal to what we can say any model GPT-4o mini. Okay, GPT-4o mini. I'm just passing like this. Okay, if you're passing like this, and if you're calling this model inside our LLM application, model in models, instead of this one model, I'm just passing this one. If you are considering this taking the model like this, we are going to get this. We are not getting the exact output. Instead it is going to type like this inside, or take the model name like this. It is a wrong one. What we need to do is we have to put them in the tuple, or just give a comma separated value so that it will consider as a tuple in real life. This is where, let me give it in both the ways so that it will be clear. Where we are using this one, we are using this one, we can use them in model routing and all. In model routing, we have different models available. Different models has to be placed in tuples, so that if one model is not available, we can go to the next model. If there is only one model we are considering, then also we need to put them in the tuples instead of putting just as a string. Instead of putting just as a string, just keep it as a tuple, so that whenever we iterate through this model list, we will get the exact name of the model. This is where the real life applications of this tuple creation with comma not even, you don't even need to put them in the parentheses, just give it as a comma separated values, then it will take the correct value instead of character by character. This is what the real use case in case of generative AI models and all, and hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Bye, have a good day.